Hello, everybody. We ready for another bridge tip? I know I am. Okay, here we have loser on loser play. No, you're not a loser. You know why you're not a loser? Because you came to this bridge tip. Okay, this is a technique that we use in bridge, and it is called loser on loser play. Let's see what it's all about. A loser on loser play swaps a loser in one suit for a loser in another suit. In order to increase the safety of the contract. That's right. It means if we did it the other way, our contract might be in jeopardy and we might go down. Sounds a little confusing, but we're going to see how it all works out. Okay. There are many uses and reasons for a loser on loser play. Here are a few. One of them is to avoid being tapped and losing control of the hand. Well, what does that mean? Avoid being tapped. Well, if you have shortness somewhere and they keep leading that suit and you have to keep roughing all the time, well, maybe you're shortening your trump too much where the enemy, the opponent, okay, can take control of the hand and they're going to be able to cash all their winners and you won't have any trump left. Or they might be in a position to pull your trump. Well, we're going to take a look so we can see what that means. Another example is to allow a safe ruff to produce an extra trick. Yes, when you have a hand and you're planning your play, sometimes we have to ruff to gain a trick, but sometimes we have to ruff or let them ruff in order for us to gain. Sounds pretty complicated, but it's very simple. Also, we might throw a loser play to prevent an overruff by the opponents. Those nasty opponents when I have a doubleton and they have a doubleton and they can overruff me. I don't like that at all. Okay. Also, something that we always have to remember that there might be a danger hand. So we want to prevent the dangerous opponent from gaining the lead. Maybe I have a holding, which we're going to see in one of the examples, that is a dangerous holding. If my right-hand opponent gets in and they lead a certain suit, I have no controls in those suits because they can lead through my king X or my queen third. So sometimes we make a loser on loser play to keep the danger hand from being on lead. Also, we might make a loser on loser play to help establish a side suit. It's always good to have a second suit when you're playing in a trump contract that you can use for discards as long as you do it safely. That's the key, safely. All right. Loser on loser plays are actually easy to execute. The key is to recognize the opportunity for a loser on loser play. That you have to do when you're formulating your plan, which I always think is very, very important. You have to have a plan. And when do you make your plan? Trick one. Don't forget, trick one. Otherwise, it might be too late. So when you're formulating your plan at trick one, you count your quick losers. Maybe they make a lead, and if they get in, they can cash too many tricks and you're going to go down. So maybe you have to figure out how to get rid of those losers before the enemy can cash their good tricks. You also count your slow losers. So you got quick losers and slow losers, and you make your plan. And when making your plan, you should consider whether there's an advantage to swapping a loser in one suit for a loser in the other. I see why that emoji's all frustrated and going crazy, but we're going to find how easy it is. Here's an example. Okay. North opened a diamond. East bid 2 hearts, south bid 2 spades, and north raised to 4 spades. So the dutiful partner of our opponent led their partner's suit. They led the 6 of hearts. When the 6 of hearts is led, you, south, take a look and you think that you have only 2 heart losers and a club. Well, that's true. You might only have that. However, as you can see here, if they play the ace, king, queen of hearts, I can ruff, but I might be over-ruffed by West, and I still would have a club loser. Now, it's true I could ruff with the ace of spades, but that might not always work out. In this hand, you can pick up the jack of spades if you ruff with the ace, if you're clever. And we don't want to have to be that clever. We want to do something that's easier. Look at this play. Okay, so the 6 of hearts is led, and north, you play one of those high hearts. East plays the ace and the king and the queen. Should you ruff the 3rd heart? No. What you should do is throw your club loser. So that's where the loser on loser comes in. The queen of hearts is a loser, of course, if you choose to ruff. But if you throw a club on the queen of hearts, everything is great and they cannot harm you. Okay, so let's see. That'll be it. That'll be all for the defense. After he plays the 3rd heart and you pitch your club, anything that he leads, you could now pull trump, right, and claim. Now you don't have that club loser anymore. It went on the heart loser. That's how we swapped it. And so now all you're going to lose are the 3 hearts and nothing else. You see? It was so easy. Let's try another one. Let's try another one. Here the contract is 5 clubs. The ace of diamonds is led, and West switches to the 10 of spades. Okay, so now we have to think about this. We have 3 losers, possibly. 1 diamond, 1 heart, and 1 spade. Is there anywhere to get rid of those losers? Oh, too many losers. Well, let's see. Notice your diamond spots. I always tell people, take a look at those spot cards. They're very, very important. You had the stiff queen of diamonds. They led the ace of diamonds, but look at the dummies diamonds, the jack and the 10 and the 5. We are going to establish a diamond trick to discard a loser. We are going to use the loser on loser technique to pitch another loser. Okay, let's see. The ace of diamonds is led and West wins. They are going to switch to the spade, as I say, and we are going to win the spade. Now we are going to try and pull some trump, but we want to make sure that we end up in the dummy. Why do we want to end up in the dummy? Because that jack and the 10 of diamonds are very, very valuable. Okay, let's see. So we played maybe won the ace of spades, played a club to the queen and a club to the ace. We won the queen of clubs, cashed the ace, and now we play the jack of diamonds. And what are we going to do on the jack of diamonds? We're not going to ruff it. We're going to pitch one of our losers. That's where it becomes a loser on loser play. So for instance, we could pitch a heart. So if we play the jack of diamonds and pitch our losing heart, they are going to win the king of diamonds. It's true. So they are going to take how many diamond tricks? 2. And now, whatever they lead back, we're going to play that 10 of diamonds and pitch our other loser. So instead of having 3 losers, because that jack of diamonds or the 10 of diamonds after we floated the jack is a good card. And now we're going to pitch a spade or a heart. So we've taken our 3 losers and combined them down to 2. And that's all we're going to lose, the 2 diamonds, because we established an extra diamond trick for us. Instead of ruffing, we use that suit to throw a loser on a loser. And therefore, we gained a trick. Well done. You're going to cash the rest of your tricks and claim making because you didn't ruff. You've noticed your spot cards. Good for you. Okay. Here we are. The contract is 4 spades. West opened 2 diamonds. South bid 2 spades. North raised to 3, and they got to 4. Okay, West leads the king of diamonds against your 4 spade contract. East, being a good partner, unblocks the diamond suit. So they overtake the king of diamonds with the ace and return the 2 and put their partner in. Okay. So now it's pretty clear when they open 2 diamonds that East also only had 2 diamonds and North has 2 diamonds. Okay, so what do we have here? We have to think about it. Declarer has 1 club loser for sure, 2 diamond losers for sure, a possible over-ruff in diamonds if we try to ruff our 3rd diamond. And he only has 9 sure winners. We need 10. He's got 6 spades, 1 heart, and 2 clubs. Where is that 10th trick going to come from? Well, on the 3rd diamond, when they play a 3rd diamond after the ace overtaken, they play another diamond. Instead of trumping it and perhaps getting over-ruffed, you pitch a loser on loser play. Pitch your losing club. So whatever West returns, you are going to be able to win. And now you're going to be able to use the trump, your 3rd trump in dummy, which will not get over-ruffed when you go to ruff a club. So you're not going to ruff the 3rd diamond. You're going to pitch a loser. And later you're going to ruff a club and make your contract. That's where your 10th trick comes from. Well done. All right. Try your play on this hand. I'm going to let you think about it. You arrive in 4 spades. You don't get to see all the hands now. Your left-hand opponent bid hearts and leads the ace of hearts, and he continues with the king. Okay, so you count only 9 winners. It seems logical that you need to establish the diamond suit for your 10th trick. But you have to establish the diamond suit without letting your right-hand opponent in to lead a club through your king. Do you see how you have that holding, that king X? That's what I was talking about earlier. If your right-hand opponent gets in and they lead a club through, it's curtains for you because it's almost probable that your left-hand opponent has the ace of clubs. Okay, so how can we do this? Let's see. I said they led the ace of hearts and the king of hearts. Well, you could ruff the 2nd heart. However, the better line of play is to throw a loser instead of ruffing. Well, what loser are you going to throw? Not the club. You're going to throw a diamond. See, because you have a 5-3 diamond fitted, you're going to try to set that suit up to establish some tricks, but you definitely have to lose a diamond in order to establish the suit. But look what happens if you discard your low diamond on the 2nd heart. If the opponent continues with the 3rd heart, now you ruff it. He can't play a club. He might play a trump, but now you ruff the 3rd heart and you want to pull one round of trump, I would. And you want to set up your diamonds. So you might want to play and keep your 2 of spades because it might use that as an entry to the 3 of spades. But I might play a small spade to the king and everybody follows. I'm letting you know. So you have 10 trump and they followed. So there's only one left. So now after you've played a spade to the king, you play a diamond to your king. Remember, the 4 diamonds is gone. And you play another diamond to your ace. And you ruff a 3rd diamond high with the ace of spades. You can afford to do that because there's only one spade out and they can't beat the ace, so you can't get over-ruffed. Okay? So you cash the king and the ace of diamonds and ruff a diamond high. You go to the dummy, pull the last trump with a high trump on the dummy, and your diamond suits are established. And now you pitch your losing clubs. Maybe they should have cashed that ace of clubs because now they're going to lose it. Haven't you ever gone to bed with an ace, they say? Not an ace in terms of a charming man, but the ace in your hand. Okay. Anyway, let's see that again. If you pitch a diamond instead of ruffing, now there's no danger of East having the high diamond to be in when you play a king of diamonds, ace of diamonds, and a diamond. If you didn't pitch it, they might have the high diamond left and play a club through. So it's much better to play a loser on loser play. Okay, it's a lot of fun, and none of you are losers. Just make sure that you use your losers wisely. Thank you for watching. And if you have any ideas for lessons that you would like, please email me and I'll try to make that happen. Thank you so much for watching.